You're honest with yourself. You know you are capable of more than you're living right now. Not a little more. A lot more. And that gap you feel inside your chest, that quiet frustration you carry around, that sense that life is somehow smaller than it should be, that's not laziness. That's not bad luck. That's potential screaming for expression. Most people don't fail because they aim too high. They fail because they accept too little. And today I'm going to tell you exactly why most people live below their potential, and more importantly, how you break out of that pattern starting now. You don't wake up one day and decide to live small. No one dreams of mediocrity. It happens slowly, quietly, through habits you don't question and standards you stop enforcing. You try once, you fail, it hurts. So you lower your expectations. You tell yourself a story. It's just how life is. I'll be happy later. I'll try again when things calm down. And before you realize it, you're not living, you're managing. Managing stress, managing disappointment, managing excuses. And the most painful part, you still know there's more in you. You see flashes of it, moments when you feel strong, focused, alive. But most days, you operate far below your best. That creates a quiet form of suffering. Not dramatic enough to force change, not comfortable enough to feel at peace, so you stay stuck. Here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Your problem is not your circumstances. It's not your past. It's not your lack of resources. Your problem is your psychology. Your internal world is shaping your external results. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your standards. And most people's standards are invisible, but deadly. They say they want success, but they tolerate distraction. They say they want confidence, but they tolerate self-doubt. They say they want growth, but they tolerate comfort. That's not a time problem. That's a standards problem. Let me make this clear. Potential is not something you have. It's something you access. And access is controlled by your state. Your state is your emotional, mental, and physical condition in any given moment. When your state is weak, your decisions are weak. When your state is powerful, your decisions change instantly. This is why two people can have the same resources and produce completely different lives. State comes first, always. Most people try to change their life by changing their circumstances. That never works. You change your life by changing your state consistently. And state is governed by three things, every moment, every day. Your physiology, your focus, your language. This is not theory. This is how human beings are wired. Let's start with physiology. Your body is not just something you carry around. It's a lever. The way you stand, the way you breathe, the tension in your shoulders, the speed of your movement, all of it sends signals to your brain about who you are and what's possible. When you slump, breathe shallow, move slowly, your brain hears one message: conserve, protect, play small. And then you wonder why motivation disappears. You want power? Change your body first. Stand up straight. Breathe deeper, move with intention. Energy creates confidence. Confidence creates action. Action creates results. You don't wait to feel strong. You move like a strong person, and your mind follows. Now, focus. Whatever you consistently focus on, you feel. If you focus on what you lack, you feel weak. If you focus on what's unfair, you feel powerless. If you focus on the past, you feel trapped. Most people live in mental quicksand because they obsess over things they can't control. Your focus is your reality. You want to live at your potential, you must discipline your attention. Ask better questions, not why is this happening to me, but what is this here to teach me? Not why am I behind, but what must I do today to move forward? The quality of your life is the quality of your questions. And finally, language. The words you use inside your head shape your identity. I should, I hope, I can't. Those words are weakness disguised as politeness. Your nervous system listens to everything you say. If you speak like a victim, you will act like one. Change your language. Change your life. Not I'll try, I will. Not I should, I must. Not I can't. I'm figuring it out. Words are commands to your brain. Now here's the turning point. Most people live below their potential because their standards are negotiable. They do what's easy when they should do what's necessary. They let emotions decide their actions. But high performers live by a different rule. They don't wait for motivation. They don't wait for confidence. They don't wait for certainty. They act because they've raised their standards so high that failure to act is no longer acceptable. This is where everything changes. A should is weak. A must is unstoppable. When something becomes a must, excuses disappear. When something becomes a must, fear loses its power. When something becomes a must, you find a way. You don't rise to your dreams, you rise to your standards. So ask yourself, honestly, what have you been tolerating that's been costing you your future? Low energy, distraction, self-doubt, inconsistent effort. You get what you tolerate. And if you want a different life, you must demand more from yourself. Not out of self-hate, but out of self-respect. You are not here to survive. You are here to expand. You are not here to play small so others feel comfortable. You are here to use what you've been given. Your potential is not a gift, it's a responsibility. And right now, you are either honoring it or betraying it. So here's the challenge. Right now, not tomorrow, decide who you are. Decide what you stand for. Decide what you no longer tolerate. Decide what becomes non-negotiable. Change your posture. Change your focus. Change your language. Raise your standards. Because the moment you decide that living below your potential is no longer an option, your life will begin to reorganize itself around that decision. You don't need more time. You don't need more motivation. You need a higher standard. And that decision starts now. Stand up, breathe deep, and move. Your future is waiting, but it will not chase you. You must rise to meet it.